Well, howdy there, friends. Today we're embarking on a remarkable journey to catch a glimpse of how the cast members from Lethal Weapon have changed over the years. We'll be revealing their true identities and ages, and you're in for a real treat as we compare their youthful days on the show to the present year of 2023. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all ready for this ride? Let's get this journey rolling. 1. Mel Gibson as Martin Riggs. Martin Riggs entered the world on October 16, 1949. At 19, Riggs enlisted in the U.S. Army, ultimately joining the U.S. Army Special Forces and undergoing specialized training in weaponry and close combat. These acquired skills would later prove invaluable as he transitioned into a career as a police officer. Gibson garnered highly positive reviews from film critics upon his cinematic debut, drawing comparisons to iconic movie stars. In 1982, Vincent Canby remarked, "Mr. Gibson recalls the young Steve McQueen. I can't define star quality, but whatever it is, Mr. Gibson has it." Gibson has also been likened to a combination of Clark Gable and Humphrey Bogart. His notable roles in the Mad Max series, Peter Weir's Gallipoli, 1981, and the Lethal Weapon film series solidified his status as an action hero. In May 2018, it was disclosed that Gibson would helm a WY film titled Destroyer. Similar to Hacksaw Ridge, Destroyer would explore the Battle of Okinawa in the Pacific Theater, albeit from a different perspective. The film will depict the heroic endeavors of the crew aboard USS Lafayette, who valiantly defended their ship against 22 kamikaze attacks. Gibson crossed paths with Robin Denise Moore in 1977, shortly after completing Mad Max in Adelaide, South Australia. At that time, Robin worked as a dental nurse, while Mel was an aspiring actor associated with the South Australian Theatre Company. On June 7, 1980, Mel and Robin exchanged vows in a Catholic church in Forestville, New South Wales. They share a daughter, Hannah, and 6 sons, Edward, Christian, William, Lewis, Milo, and Thomas, and 3 grandchildren as of 2011. 2. Danny Glover as Roger Murtaugh. Roger Murtaugh came into the world on December 21, 1937. At some point, he enlisted in the U.S. Army, rising to the rank of lieutenant in the 173rd Airborne Brigade during the Vietnam era, where he collaborated with Michael Hunsaker, a fellow Army comrade. His initial foray into theater took place with the American Conservatory Theater, a regional training program in San Francisco. Glover also underwent training with Gene Shelton at the Shelton Actors Lab in San Francisco. In an interview on Inside the Actor's Studio, Glover acknowledged Gene Shelton's pivotal role in shaping his development as an actor. Opting to pursue acting as a career, Glover resigned from his municipal administration position and embarked on his journey as a stage actor. Glover made an appearance at London Film and Comic-Con 2013 at Earl's Court 2 over 2.5 days from Friday, July 5th to Sunday, July 7th. He engaged in a panel discussion in Macomb, Mississippi on July 16, 2015. This event, co-sponsored by the Gloucester Project and Jubilee Performing Arts Center, featured esteemed authors Terry McMillan and Quincy Troop. On January 30, 2015, Glover served as the keynote speaker and 2015 honoree for the MLK Celebration Series at the Rhode Island School of Design, Providence, RI. Utilizing his career and personal narrative, Glover delivered a speech on the theme, Creativity and Democracy, Social Change Through the Arts. At the University of the Virgin Islands, Glover delivered a commencement speech, offering encouragement to the graduating class in their forthcoming journey. Glover entered matrimony with Asake Bomani in 1975, and they welcomed a daughter, Mandisa, in 1976. The union between Glover and Bomani concluded in divorce in 2000. Subsequently, Glover married Eliane Cavallero in 2009, with the marriage ending in divorce in 2022. In 1999, Glover acquired a 6,000-square-foot, 560-meter residence in Dunthorpe, Oregon. As of 2011, he has since relocated from Oregon. 3. Gary Busey as Joshua. Sub-Commander Joshua serves as the secondary antagonist in Lethal Weapon. He functions as General Peter McAllister's chief lieutenant, co-founder, and second-in-command of the Shadow Company during the Vietnam War. He also previously served as a member of the U.S. Special Forces. Busey kicked off his entertainment career as a drummer in the Rubber Band. He made appearances on various Leon Russell recordings, earning credit for playing drums under the moniker Teddy Jack Eddie, a character he originated during his time as a cast member on a local television comedy show in Tulsa, Oklahoma, titled The Uncanny Film Festival and Camp Meeting, broadcasted on station K-Tule. On June 17, 2019, it was revealed that he would take on the role of God in the off-Broadway musical Only Human at the theater at St. Clement's in New York. The production was slated to commence performances on October 8, 2019, and officially open on October 21st. The storyline of Only Human is summarized as follows. Before they were adversaries, they were colleagues. Jesus and Lucifer never saw eye to eye, but when an extreme case of creative differences gets the best of them, all hell breaks loose. While filming the second season of Celebrity Rehab in 2008, Busey was directed to psychiatrist Charles Sophie. Sophie suspected that Busey's brain injury had a more profound impact than initially realized. He described it as essentially weakening Busey's mental filters, leading to impulsive speech and actions. Sophie recommended that Busey take valproic acid, Depakote, a suggestion to which Busey assented. In 2011, Busey gave his endorsement to Newt Gingrich during Gingrich's 2012 presidential campaign, only to later retract his endorsement. In 2015, he expressed support for Donald Trump in the 2016 United States presidential election. Following the election, Busey expressed contentment with Trump's victory, but opted not to delve into further political discussions. 4. Mitchell Ryan as the General. General Peter McAllister serves as the primary antagonist in Lethal Weapon. He functions as the originator and head of the Shadow Company. During the Vietnam War, he led a unit comprising Special Forces members and trained mercenaries called Shadow Company. Collaborating with the CIA, they eliminated Viet Cong forces and obliterated their opium supplies. A lifetime member of the Actors Studio, Ryan has a Broadway theater repertoire encompassing productions such as Wait Until Dark, Medea, and The Price. Off-Broadway, he participated in Antony and Cleopatra, 1963, and The Price, 1979. Ryan held an original role in the cult TV soap opera Dark Shadows, portraying Burke Devlin until his dismissal in June 1967 due to struggles with alcoholism. He was subsequently replaced by Anthony George. Ryan's diverse acting credits include roles in films such as Liar Liar, Magnum Force, where he played Dirty Harry's ill-fated comrade, motorcycle patrolman Charlie McCoy, Lethal Weapon, in which he portrayed the pivotal villain General Peter McAllister, Grossa Point Blank, Electra Glide in Blue, and Hot Shots. Part 2, where he played Senator Gray Edwards. In 1985, he assumed the character Tillet Maine, the patriarch of the Maine family, in the inaugural North and South miniseries. In 1991, he portrayed Ellis Blake in the 6th season Matlock episode The Foursome. Ryan entered matrimony with Linda Morse in 1972. Subsequently, he had a second wife, Barbara, and became the father of 2 children with 5 grandchildren. On March 4, 2022, at the age of 88, Ryan passed away at his residence in Los Angeles, California, succumbing to heart failure. 5. Tom Atkins as Michael Hunsaker. Michael Hunsaker, a former veteran of the Vietnam War, became entangled in drug smuggling activities with the Shadow Company. He was wedded to Claire and served as the father to Amanda and Beverly Hunsaker. Atkins initiated his career in theatrical productions on and off Broadway before transitioning to Los Angeles to pursue opportunities in film and television. His debut in the movie realm occurred with The Detective, featuring Frank Sinatra. Reflecting on his initial foray into feature films, particularly working alongside Sinatra, Atkins shared, "It was an incredible experience. It was daunting and frightening, but Frank was fantastic. He was incredibly easy to collaborate with and didn't prefer numerous takes. However, it wasn't as though we were performing Shakespeare." Active in Pittsburgh's theater scene, Atkins is renowned for his portrayal of the late Art Rooney, founder of the Pittsburgh Steelers, in the one-man show The Chief at Pittsburgh Public Theater. He also assumed the lead role in Macbeth opposite Jean Smart as Lady Macbeth and Keith Fowler as Macduff. Garnering acclaim, he starred as Ebenezer Scrooge in a musical Christmas Carol at the Pittsburgh Civic Light Opera. On Broadway, Atkins featured in David Story's The Changing Room, securing the 1973 Drama Desk Award for Most Promising Performer. In 2009, Atkins undertook a supporting role as a retired sheriff in the reimagined My Bloody Valentine 3D and shared the screen with Nicolas Cage in Todd Farmer's Drive Angry in 2011, both directed by Patrick Lussier. In the 2018 sci-fi film Encounter, he portrayed Professor Westlake, specializing in the study of alien lifeform biology. 6. Darlene Love as Trish Murtaugh. Trish Murtaugh is the spouse of LAPD Sergeant Roger Murtaugh, the parent to Rhiann, Nick, and Carrie Murtaugh, and the mother-in-law of rookie detective Sergeant Lee Butters. Her presence is noted in each installment of the film series. In 1962, the Blossoms were enlisted to perform on a session by producer Phil Spector. Spector's girl group, the Crystals, couldn't make it to Los Angeles promptly, leading to Wright receiving $5,000 to take the lead on He's a Rebel. This marked Wright's initial involvement in a Spector recording. The single, attributed to the Crystals, was hurriedly released by Spector on Phillies Records to preempt Vicky Carr's version of the Gene Pitney song, already in the market. The surprise release of this single caught the Crystals off guard, requiring them to present and promote the new single on television and during tours as if it were their own creation. The single achieved #1 status on the Billboard Hot 100 in November 1962. On December 15, 2010, it was declared that Love had been selected for induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Love officially entered the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on March 14, 2011, with a presentation by Bette Midler. Midler expressed, "She transformed my perspective on the world. Listening to those melodies, you had to dance, you had to move, you had to keep searching for the rebel boy." Almost moved to tears, Love acknowledged approaching 70 later that year and highlighted Spector's role in suppressing my talent and positioning me as the primary voice in his wall of sound. Her speech prompted a standing ovation, followed by her rendition of Zip-a-Dee-Doo-Dah, with Springsteen contributing a guitar solo. 7. Traci Wolfe as Rhiann Murtaugh. Rhiann Murtaugh, later recognized as Rhiann Murtaugh Butters, stands as the eldest daughter and offspring of Roger and Trish Murtaugh and the senior sibling of Nick and Carrie Murtaugh. She is wedded to Sergeant Lee Butters of the LAPD. Acknowledging her portrayal in the initial segment of the Lethal Weapon series, she clinched an NAACP Image Award in the Division of Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture during its release year. She revisited the screen as Rhiann Murtaugh in the 1989 production Lethal Weapon 2, and subsequently reprised the character in Lethal Weapon 3, 1992, and Lethal Weapon 4, 1998. Beyond her involvement in Lethal Weapon, Wolfe made sporadic appearances on television, participating in 2 episodes of The Cosby Show and 1 episode of In the Heat of the Night, portraying a niece of Virgil Tibbs. After a 22-year hiatus, Wolfe made a limited comeback to acting, featuring in a 2020 installment of Katie Keene, a 2022 installment of Blue Bloods, and a 2022 installment of Law Amp Order Special Victims Unit. Throughout the 1990s, Wolfe contributed as a volunteer at the Maryland Museum of African Art and resided in Columbia, Maryland. 8. Jackie Swanson as Amanda Hunsaker. Amanda Hunsaker was a secondary character in Lethal Weapon. She is the offspring of Sergeant Roger Murtaugh's comrade from the Vietnam War, Michael Hunsaker, and his spouse Claire, and has a sister with the name Beverly Hunsaker. In 1989, Swanson became part of the ensemble cast of Cheers in the recurring role of Kelly Gaines. Her character embodied a charming, affluent, innocent Lutheran girl who ultimately wedded Woody Boyd, portrayed by Woody Harrelson. She continued her presence on the show until its culmination in 1993. During 1991, she secured a recurring role in the series Baby Talk. In 1992, Swanson graced the cover of TV Guide. She engaged in runway modeling for Ralph Lauren. In 2002, she featured in a televised automotive advertisement, showcasing her driving a GM vehicle to rendezvous with her spouse, who emerged from a submarine breaking through dense ice. Swanson has participated in various nationwide advertising campaigns. Swanson also crafted a public service announcement for the Partnership for a Drug-Free America Anti-Meth campaign under the direction of Michael Patterson. 9. Lycia Naff as Dixie. Dixie was a sex worker who concealed her wrongdoing in poisoning Amanda Hunsaker. She received payment from Shadow Company to carry out the act. Her journey in the entertainment realm commenced as a performer in the 1982 TV series Fame. In 1989, she took on the role of Ensign Sonia Gomez in 2 episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation, a character she revisited in 2021 as the voice of Captain Sonia Gomez in the animated series Star Trek Lower Decks. Her brief portrayal as Mary, a mutant sex worker with 3 breasts in Paul Verhoeven's 1990 film Total Recall, swiftly propelled her into the limelight, attracting interview requests from luminaries like Johnny Carson for his show, all of which she declined, a decision she would later regret. Following Total Recall, she earned a Daytime Emmy nomination for her contribution to the 1990 ABC after-school special The Perfect Date. In 2007, she made a guest appearance on Without a Trace. Additionally, she featured in recurring episodes of Saint Elsewhere, Hunter, General Hospital, and The Young and the Restless. Faced with a decline in her acting career in the mid-1990s, she pursued journalism at Florida Atlantic University, graduating from what was then Palm Beach Atlantic College. Subsequently, she worked as a reporter for publications such as the Palm Beach Post, Sun Sentinel, the Miami Herald, and People. Naff conducted an interview with Barbara Bowman, one of Bill Cosby's initial victims and survivors, in 2014. 10. Grand L. Bush as Boyette. Boyette enters Sergeant Roger Murtaugh's office to confer with him about the particulars of Amanda Hunsaker's demise. The results of the post-mortem examination reveal the presence of liquid drain cleaner mixed with her barbiturates in her system, prompting Boyette to state that she would have succumbed within minutes, even if she hadn't leaped off her balcony to her death. In 1977, he secured a recurring role on the CBS sitcom Good Times. Bush subsequently appeared in other television episodics and miniseries, including Roots, before joining the cast of the rock musical Hair in 1979, where he delivered a solo performance. Bush also participated in other musical dramas, such as the TV series Fame and the feature film Streets of Fire. Bush was cast in the 1989 James Bond feature film License to Kill, portraying a lieutenant. He also took on a role in the horror film The Exorcist 3 and had a minor part in Demolition Man. Additionally, Bush played the father of actor Todd Bridges in Building Bridges, an autobiographical short film chronicling the ascent and decline of the child star of Different Strokes. In 1994, Bush secured the role of Balrog in the action comedy Street Fighter, directed by Stephen E. D'Souza. The ensemble cast included Jean-Claude Van Damme, Kylie Minogue, Ming-Na, and Raul Julia. To prepare for his character, Bush underwent training with kickboxing champion Benny Urquidez in Bangkok, Thailand, and Brisbane, Australia. Turner Classic Movies has archived more than 35 feature films featuring Bush. In 1991, Bush encountered his future spouse, Sharon Cruz, on the set of Free Jack, a science fiction feature starring Emilio Estevez, Rene Russo, and Mick Jagger. Cruz, on assignment for Black Entertainment Television, BET, interviewed Bush and others during the Atlanta, Georgia location filming, Citation Needed. They exchanged vows in 1994. 11. Don Gordon as Cop Number 2. Don Gordon portrayed Cop Number 2 in the film. Gordon's television accomplishments commenced with a lead role in the 1960-1961 syndicated series The Blue Angels, centered on the elite precision flight demonstration pilots of the United States Navy Blue Angels. In 1962, Gordon received a Primetime Emmy Award nomination for his portrayal of Joey Tassili on CBS's legal drama, The Defenders, starring Iggy Marshall. Gordon's final credited film contribution was in the 2005 documentary Steve McQueen, The Essence of Cool. Gordon participated in an interview alongside several others who had collaborated with McQueen, a close friend and colleague. On February 18, 1948, Gordon wed actress Helen Westcott in Oxnard, California. They welcomed a daughter named Jennifer in 1950, and their marriage concluded in 1953. He tied the knot with actress Beck Nelson on December 31, 1959, in Los Angeles. The couple adopted a daughter, Gabrielle, in 1966, and they divorced on May 23, 1979. Gordon passed away at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles on April 24, 2017, at the age of 90, leaving behind his wife, Denise, and his daughters, Jennifer and Gabrielle. He received a cancer diagnosis shortly before his demise. While we wrap up our journey down memory lane with the Lethal Weapon 1987 cast, it's clear that time has only enhanced the legacy of this iconic film. From their early roles to the diverse careers that followed, each member of the cast has left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. We hope you enjoyed revisiting the past and exploring the remarkable transformations of these talented individuals. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more nostalgic content. Thanks for joining us on this nostalgic ride. Until next time, stay tuned for more captivating then and now journeys.